Why do rejected men within relationship cheat the most? Okay, I would like to say that I understand why they're cheating, but I don't agree with the fact that they have to cheat because they have to be honest. If a man is in a relationship, it's for him to have stability, meaning to have constant partner to run to sexually. So, and a man's ego is hurt when he's sexually rejected. And that's one thing we don't talk about the most. But believe me, men view sexual rejection, they take it so serious than women, okay? Because their whole existence is to bang. I'm not saying that men are men because they have to bang all the time. No, I'm saying that their essence and their ego of being a man is not to be rejected sexually. Okay, so the advances to you when you reject it, and you don't even know. Sometimes when the women do it, they don't even realize, how much of a damage is causing this man. Every approach or advances, oh, leave me alone. What the heck? Because when a woman doesn't want you sexually, she's going to find all the reasons in the world to make sure that she fights with you or cause a fight, so she doesn't, feel guilty of not surrendering or rendering you these services that you deserve. Okay, because we are very smart, and when we don't want to do it, oh yes, we're going to find issues. Whatever you do, if you don't, whatever you do, you'll be wrong. Like, hey, don't touch me. Who did this? Why is the trash here? Did I ask you to take the trash out? Things like that. She will nag you so you can respond a certain way, and she will be mad at you, because if she's mad at you, it's not going down tonight in the bedroom. Women are really good at using sex to get what they want, and using sex to stop men in their track. And that is going to lead to cheating, because rejection is not welcomed by men. Rejection equal, you're not attracted to me, or you don't want me. A man is going to view it as if, sexually, if you don't want him sexually, then you don't really want him. As for a woman, we don't view it like that. We don't think, well, just because we don't sexually bang you today or tomorrow, or we say don't touch me, we don't view it as if you're taking it super serious. But they are taking it serious, because that's their existence. Sex and men goes hand in hand. Okay, so if he chooses you, and you are there, you want him to be monogamous with you, and he chose you, and you are rejecting him, I'm not saying you should never reject him, but think twice before. Don't make that your habit. Because if you do, one of these days he will leave the house, go to a bar, or go somewhere, or go to his best friend. His best friend could be a woman, or his best friends could be a woman. They hang out and things happen. Because then his ego will come out like, you know what? You don't want me. You're at home. You don't want me. You rejected me. You rejected me. But guess what? This woman here wants me, and he will go for it, because he's trying to feed his ego. In every couple there's a fight, but do not use sex as your weapon all the time when it comes to men, because that is going to be a sign of rejection, and lack of chemistry, lack of intimacy. You don't want me, and then he'll fly into the arm of another woman, and that woman, because when he gets someone else, the stages of that relationship with the new person will be in the honeymoon phase. And whatever you and him are doing, he's going to find that boring. And he will be the one to cause issue in the house so he can leave, or so you can get mad at him. He is going to create a pattern in the house just to be with another woman. You created this pattern, though, you the woman. Don't forget that this was your initial doing. You gave him a way, so he has found a new way to trigger you so that he can go out and cheat. He will not view that as cheating. He will view that as, you rejected me and she's accepting me. That's his mental. That's how he thinks. Well, she's accepting me. Even though that woman may not be in love with him, but the fact that she is physically giving herself to this man, he will view that as if the woman outside loves him more than you do. You might love him more than that woman, the new woman. But the fact that men associate love with this, okay, begging. So you the one who accept that they bang you the most, and they'll be rejected. So their view is going to be skewed, like, they will have blurred vision. Okay, there's a thin line between, rejection and, yeah. So therefore, I'm trying to say this, like, be careful of how you approach these issues. If there's issue within your relationship or your marriage, try to fix it. And withholding sex shouldn't be the first way to go, because believe me, it can backfire. It can and it will. It depends on how often you do it. If whenever there's a fight, it's, oh, you know what, you're not going to get in here tonight. He's going to say, okay, no problem. Maybe you might do it for up to a few months, and the guy is at home. But one day he'll say, you know what, I cannot do this. I don't know who that she thinks I am. I'm not a fool. I wasn't born a fool. I am a man, you know what I mean? The ego. When the ego steps in, they say, I am the man of the relationship. Once you start saying this word, you should know you're in trouble. You're in trouble. The man has found someone else. Because whenever they start saying, I am the man, you should know that mutombo is working somewhere else. That mutombo within his legs is working somewhere else. Some other woman is making that man feel manly. And he has to tell you. I would say do not create the occasion of him, venturing into other women's arm. Because you don't know those women. Some of them, they might outperform you sexually. And if you make the mistake of your man getting their hand, you are in trouble. He may never leave that woman. He may even divorce you if you're married for that woman, which is rare. Married men don't just divorce their woman to get with another free woman out there. I don't want to say the term free services out there. But it depends on your behavior. You, the woman in the house, or you, the woman that he is in the relationship. It can be boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay, it's not always a marital situation. This scenario I'm talking about, this topic, is referring to relationship in general. Marriage, boyfriend, fiance, whatever you call it. Do not withhold sex as a form of punishment. It will backfire. A rejected man is more likely to cheat than any other man on the planet, because a rejected man's ego is crushed and hurt. And once a man's ego is crushed and hurt by a woman, whatever it is that he has never done, he will do. Even if it's not within him, the opportunity that he used to reject, he won't reject it. Because guess what? He is fed up. A person who is fed up is bound to do any and everything just to regain some sense of respect and identity. So I'm saying again, if you're the type of woman that uses, sex, sex is a powerful thing. Don't get me wrong. We all use it against men, to get what we want, but don't abuse it. You should know when and when not, and how. If you don't know the how and the when, then don't use it, because you're going to misuse it. Okay? Don't. And also, before you use it, you need to know where you stand sexually. Your sexual market value also. Are you the type of woman that every man want? Or are you the type of woman that is, in terms of numbering? Because in America, apparently, Americans have a numbering system against beauty. A 10 is the utmost beautiful person, man or woman. So let's go. If you're on the scale of 10, if you are a 5, you're a 4, and you behaving like that, he's going to really run for the street. But if certain behavior is tolerated by men based on the woman's sexual market value. If you're the type that every man wants, maybe your bullshit will be tolerated a little bit longer, not forever, because no matter how beautiful you think you are, there's other girls out there beautiful than you that are willing to be with the men you are with. Don't be so glorifying if you are, the beautiful type, the struggling beautiful. You have the shape of a goddess. Guess what? There's another goddess out there that wouldn't mind accepting this man of yours. You need to know. Like I say, it's a tricky situation. Okay, there's a lot of factors involved in this. It's critical because you're using something that defines a man's utmost importance, which is sex. You're using it against him. And he's feeling rejected constantly. All his advances. Leave me. If you're in the kitchen and he touches your behind just to play, what the heck? Did I say you should leave me? Come on. You're isolating him. He won't have room to breathe. He will feel lonely. He will feel as if he's not a man. So in order for him to feel manly, he will cheat on you. Who are you going to blame? You, him, who? Because you'll be the type of woman trying to look for channels that agrees with you. And I am not the type that is going to agree with you. I am here to say you are the blame. How about that? Leave your comment below if you think I'm not agreeing with you. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen? I mean, come on, let's be honest. Because in order for you to understand men, you need to bring your guard down. Once you know how they operate, you have the highest chance of manipulation when it comes to men. Until you die, you will live to manipulate them because you have submitted yourself to learning them. Meaning you brought your guards down and your ego down. Okay? So that's the best way you can understand them. But if you want to have the ego and no, man can do this, I mean, you're not walking around like a fool, then so be it. You won't understand them to this extent. How about that? Because you will go to a channel that are going to agree with your bullshit, and I'm not here to agree with that. I say I take no prisoners. When I give my advice, if it's for the woman, I go all the way in. If it's for the man, I go all the way in too. So I take no prisoners. I am neutral. Change your behavior before he runs to the street, and if he does, he has every right to do so. He's a man.